Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 73, and in this video guys we're gonna talk about the Holy Dragon. Well, not my Holy Dragon, but Holy Dragon in general, and the skill that mainly we're gonna talk about is Divine Protection. This is one of the skills that makes the Holy March the strongest, and it makes it above all the marches or all the dragons in the game, and I'm gonna explain why in a second. I noticed few attacks in arena where I'm against the Holy March, exactly like this scenario here. You see that this Holy March lost a lot of troops, almost 50% from Loki, 30% from Theodora's troops were out, 10% here, 10% on Kublai as well. So they are losing a lot of troops, and still my Holy March with the same troops, in full troops, couldn't beat this march with less than 20 or 30% with its troops. And we have almost the same build, and like almost the same build. Everyone is using the same build in arena nowadays. Nothing is different. It's just the matter of which skills that is being used, where maybe one or two skills that is totally different from each and every march. Now I want to explain why my Holy lost this attack, because it happens a lot, and I believe it happened a lot in the recent fights between whales and big KVKs. But let's take a look. You see here that my march is still at 100% troops and his march is at 70% troops. So I want you to notice when exactly is the dragon is gonna cast the Divine Protection. Right, 67. So he got his Divine Protection at 67 troops, and I got mine at 99% or almost 100% troops, because the talents that we're running for Divine Protection is the talents that increases the troops stats when it comes to the physical attack, the magical attack, the physical defense, and the magical defense, I believe, by 30 for the amount of troops that you have lost. Basically reduces damage taken by all allied units by 25% for 12 seconds, grants the following protective effect for every 1% of troops lost, increases the Immortal's attack and defense by 30. And it's saying here attack and defense. That means that it's gonna increase the magical attack, the physical attack, and both the magical and the physical defense by 30 for each and every 1% of troops lost. That means that if you're for example, Manco has lost 10% of his troops, he's gonna receive 30 protective stats for every 1%. That means that he's gonna receive 300 protective stats until the end of the fight. So that means that losing 30% or starting the fight was less than 70% troops of this march here. That means that when it comes to Divine Protection, he received almost 900 stats for the Immortal that is below 70% HP. And for myself here, I did not receive anything because my march was almost at 100% HP. Even if it was at 99% HP, that means that I received only 30 stats for each and every protective stats. That means that it is better to use your Holy in the beginning, for example, like this, because fire is actually one of the strongest marches that you can use in the open arena. And then you can use your Holy, because even if your Holy received some damage, it's gonna go into the next fight with less troops. That means that you're gonna make use of the Divine Protection skill, and it's gonna provide you with a lot of stats. For example, if you lost up to 50% of your troops, that means that you're gonna get 1.5 thousand defensive stats when it comes to the physical attack, the physical defense, and both the magical attack and defense. So the lower your troops for your Holy March with Divine Protection is gonna be always better. Well, not always, because sometimes you start the fight with very low troops. That means that your march gonna be maybe killed before you even get to use the buff from Divine Protection. Anyway, this is everything I wanted to talk about in this video, guys. make sure to utilize divine protection the right way. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.